channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Jennifer, and so today I have a book haul for you. Summer is in full swing here. It has been so hot, so humid. To stay out of some of this summer heat, I have been going some book shopping, thrifting, trying to stay in all the cool places. And so I have a couple books from the Book Nook, the local small business, a little let's do like secondhand store for books and different media and things like that. So I'm excited to share the two books that I picked up from the Book Nook. And then I have a couple different series that I found at Goodwill, which were like super finds. I couldn't believe it when I saw these. I couldn't believe like people had these, still dropped them off at the thrift store. So let's go ahead and jump in. I have some great finds for you today. The first one from the Book Nook is Christina Hanna's The Great Alone. This is a chunkier one, but yeah, I just have heard really good things about Christina Hanna, and I have The Nightingale on my shelves right up here that I need to get to very, very soon. And that was on my book tag where I talked about the next book that I need to really get to before the end of the year is The Nightingale, to make sure I like Christina Hanna, but I think this one is also really good. It is about Alaska in 1974. The Albrights are a family in crisis, left alone off-grid in a harsh, unforgiving wilderness. Ernst Albright has come home from the Vietnam War, a changed and volatile man, and has made the impulsive decision to move his wife and daughter north to America's last true frontier. Cora Albright will do anything for the man she loves, even if it means following him into the unknown. 13-year-old Lenny, caught in the a riptide of her parents' passionate, stormy relationship, has little choice but to go along, daring to hope this new land promises her family a better future. And even though they have found a small independent community of strong men and even stronger women, winter is approaching, darkness is descending, and Ernst's fragile mental state is deteriorating. Soon the perils outside pale in comparison to threats from within. In a small cabin covered in snow, blanketed in 18 hours of night, Lenny and her mother learn the terrible truth. They are on their own in the wild. There is no one to save them but themselves. Ooh, that sounds scary and threatening and everything along those lines. But yeah, I just think this sounds so intriguing and interesting. I have been really interested in Alaska lately as somewhere that I might want to travel to soon and do like a road trip around Alaska. And so I just think this sounds like a very compelling, interesting read, and it's shiny. So that is the first book of my book haul. The second one that I picked up that I was surprised to see and has been recommended that I check out is a Josh Malerman, Inspection. It is a institution book, so I've been wanting some more recommendations on things like that. And so I've been recommended a Josh Malerman by Lauren on The Youngs and the Restless. And so I saw them highly rave this one, so I'm excited to try this one out. I've not read any Josh Malerman, but it sounds right up my alley. It says, boys are being trained at one school for geniuses, girls at another. Neither knows the other exists until now. The New York Times bestselling author of Bird Box invites you into a world of secrets and horror and a tantalizing thriller. I loved the Bird Box movie, so it'd be interesting to compare if I wanted to read the book or not. That'd be cool. So it says, Jay is a student at a school deep in the forest, far away from the rest of the world. Jay is only one of only 26 students, all of whom think of the school's enigmatic founder as their father. Jay's peers are the only family he's ever had. The students are being trained to be prodigies of art, science, and athletics, and their life at the school is all they know and all they are allowed to know. But Jay suspects that there's something out there beyond the pines and that the founder doesn't want him to see, and is beginning to ask questions. What is the real purpose of the place? Why can the students never leave? And what secrets is their father hiding from them? Meanwhile, on the other side of the forest, in a school very much like Jay's, a girl named Kay is asking the same questions. Jay has never seen a girl, and Kay has never seen a boy. As Kay and Jay work to investigate the secrets of their two strange schools, they come to discover something even more mysterious: each other. Interesting. So yeah, sounds like each of the different students have a letter associated for their name, and what does it mean when you don't know the other sex exists. So very interesting, very compelling. I'm interested in getting to know and reading that one very soon. Moving on to the books that I found at the Goodwill thrifting. I was out thrifting with my mom, and so I've looked at The Great and Terrible Beauty by Libba Bray. And so I've never heard of this author or this book before, but it says, Gemma Doyle isn't like other girls. Girls with impeccable manners, who speak when spoken to, who remember their station, and who will lie back and think of England when it's required of them. No 16-year-old Gemma is an island unto herself, sent to the Spence Academy in London after tragedy strikes her family in India. Lonely, guilt-ridden, and prone to visions for the future, they have an unforgettable habit of coming true. Gemma finds a chilly reception, but she's not completely alone. She's been followed by a mysterious young man who warns her to close her mind against the visions. For it's at Spence that Gemma's power to attract the supernatural unfolds. There she becomes entangled with the school's most powerful girls and discovers her mother's connection to the shadowy group called the Order. Is there that her destiny waits if only she can believe it? A Great and Terrible Beauty is a curl up under the covers kind of book, a vast canvas of rustling skirts and dancing shadows and things to go bump in the night. It's a vividly drawn portrait of the Victorian age when girls were groomed for lives as rich men's wives, and the story of a girl who saw another way. So interesting. So yeah, it sounds supernatural. I'm kind of in a supernatural mood, so we'll see what I think of that one. And then I found an interesting kind of cozy mystery. It is called A New Chapter, Mary's Mystery Bookshop. It's by Kristen Eckard. So it's Secrets of Mary Bookshop. It's the start of a new series. It says Mary Fisher's dream has come true. She's finally about to open Mary's Mystery Bookshop in her beloved hometown of Ivy Bay. Tucked away on a beautiful Cape Cod, but weeks before the grand opening, her shop is broken into and torn apart. Mary is shocked, but she's even more stunned to discover that the only thing the intruder stole was an old, dusty photograph of the storefront. Who would have taken it and why? As Mary search re-enters, she lends the help of her sister Betty and her childhood friend Henry. Using skills earned decades of reading mystery novels, Mary uncovers some intriguing clues, including a strange book that leads her to not only closer to the truth but to break it, but also unsettling secrets in her family's history. She struggles to get the store ready to open, but can't find the answers to keep her dreams alive. So it's very pretty, and it's like a hardcover kind of take of a book, and it's cute. Yeah, and it's kind of a different take on reading. So kind of a fun take on a book. So very cute, very pretty. I thought it was kind of a cover buy for me, if you will. And then the next two I was very shocked to see that was at a Goodwill, and it is a Timeless series. The When the Day Comes, book 1 by Gabrielle Meyer. It is the first book in the series, and it's like pristine condition, almost like nobody has even ever read it, which is very interesting. I'm very excited to give this series a try. I know several people in Krista's Books and Jams community has loved this series and continues to love it. I think Becca from Books and Bujo really loved this series as well, so I'm excited to give this one a try as well. And then I got the second book in the series as well, so books 1 and 2, which again, like excellent condition, almost like nobody has ever read these, which is very interesting. So yeah, they are about dual lives, and so it's like time travel. We have to choose between 2 different possible lives, and each one follows, I think, a different woman, I believe. And so yeah, it just sounds very intriguing, very historical, but yeah, compelling read, which should be interesting. And so the next set of books, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, are a set in a book series, which is really funny about these. So I would find one of these on one shelf, another on another shelf, one further down, and so forth, which is really funny. But what I realized when I got home is I didn't get book 1. I got book 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, which is so funny. That somebody probably kept book 1 and then either donated the rest, or my friend, I was telling her about this, and she said, well, maybe they read book 1 from the library, but then couldn't wait to get the next books. And so then they bought the rest of the series but never ever bought book 1. So let me know what you think down in the comments. Did like they ever buy book 1? Did they keep it and got rid of the rest? Or what happened where there's no book 1? But yeah, so it is by Alyssa Maxwell. This one's a little water beat up, but that's okay. But this one is The Murder at Marble House. It says a gilded Newport mystery. Have you heard of a gilded Newport mystery? Let me know if you've heard of this series, but this is the second book. And then the third book, I believe, is Murder at Beechwood. And then Murder at Rough Point, which these all look like gorgeous locations. And then so Murder at Chaux-sur-Mer, interesting. Also very gorgeous, looks very fall-esque. And then this one is Murder at O'Share Court. Also another gorgeous landscape. So yeah, so I'm very interested and intrigued to see if I'm interested in reading that series. I did notice that the library has the first book as an ebook that I could read on my Kindle and check out the series and make sure I like it before I read all the rest of the 6 to 5 books that I also bought. And so yeah, those are all of the books. How many did I purchase? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 books. 10 books in this awesome book haul for this July season. And so yeah, I have some pre-orders that are coming in at the end of July, which hopefully I will haul in August for you. I have 2 pre-orders coming in. I'm excited to get those. But hopefully you enjoyed this book haul. See what I found thrifting and secondhand. So in the comments below, definitely share if you've gone book shopping, how you're staying cool this summer. It has been very difficult for me. It's been in high 90s every day, humidity, and sometimes over 100. It's just been not my cup of tea. I'm ready for some cooler weather, that is for sure. But yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you are not feeling chatty, what kind of emoji could we do? Very interesting. Something related to, I'm excited about the Timeless series. So let's do something related to time, like a clock emoji, a wristwatch, something along those lines to do with time. So hopefully you enjoyed this video and everything that we got up to in looking at this haul. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.